Welcome to Short Nail Life. So in today's video, we are doing this beautiful pastel iridescent glitter nail set. I love this set. Um, every time spring hits, I become obsessed with yellow and sunflowers, and I don't know, it's just all that I want to do for some reason when the spring hits. So I knew that's how I was going to do my Easter nails this year, and I love them. I think they are so cute. And yes, I am trying to hide my other hand because it looks so bad, but I'll fix it later. But this is the set we're going to do today, and I'm excited. So let's begin. So to start off, here is my raggedy nails. I've been stressing a little bit lately, so I was ripping the product that I did have on there off, but I do have a little bit of a small bit of gel. I do have some base gel on there and some top coat one as well, but they weren't thick, so I was able to like pry it up. And I was biting my nails. I know it is so bad. I can't even bite my nails. I had some dental work to kind of put my bite off, yet I still managed to bite my nails. Like, that's how you know I was stressing. But it is okay. I'm about to get them together so I can stop doing all of that. This is the tool I like to use. I said it in my last video, or my last nail video that I did, that I couldn't find this one, and I like this one better because it is thinner, as you saw in at the beginning. Yeah, it's thinner, and it really, to me, gets into the cuticles area better than the ones that come in those kits, those cheap acrylic kits. It's just like the standard one. I like these so much better, and I just got this from Amazon, so that's a tip for if you're a beginner to get the thinner ones. I think they do a much better job. And so next up, I am going to lightly buff over my nails with this sanding band. Yes, it is old. I didn't mention it. I'm doing my own nails, so it is fine. It's a sanding band I already used. I did not want to put a new one on there because I knew my nails were damaged. I didn't want to rough up the nails too bad. I really just wanted to hit the product that was shiny, really, and kind of get rid of anything if it was lifting, because I was prying it off of my nails instead of like soaking it or anything, which it wouldn't have soaked off. It's hard gel. But yeah, I was trying not to damage my nail even more, so I'm just going to wipe them off now that I sanded them down with some young nail. And then I'm going to take these tips by Lizette Gel Nails. I size them out and I'm just going to apply them, and I'm applying them with her rubber base gel. I love that, her rubber base gels. I really do recommend it, but if you can't afford it, I would say it's some on Amazon that I really do like as well, so I would recommend it if it says rubber base gel. It is thicker than regular base gel, and that's kind of why I like it. It's just so it cures faster. It works so much better to me. I don't know about every brand. I haven't tried every brand, but I'm just gonna say that there are some on Amazon, and I do have a small little gap with this one. And oh, I do cut off the little wing parts because I don't like how it sits on my nails. I feel like I get a better application when I cut those little wing parts off. But I was saying, I know these are coffin, but to me, these cut to make the perfect square. I don't know, it's personal preference, but once you cut it that far back, it, like, the square is just kind of almost built in for you. When you put on square tips and then you glue them down, you have a bit of filing to do to make them straight. And I think that's why I love these so much, because they're already straight and I don't have to file that much once I cut them down. These are a little long for me, so I do end up making these a little bit shorter than what I'm cutting them at right now. But yeah, if you are struggling with tips, to find tips to make a perfect square, I really do recommend these. But I haven't tried the long, no C curved straight tips. I want to get my hands on some of those to see if I like those even better. But I really do like these. I feel like they make the perfect square, and they do not look like they're coffin at all. They turn out looking square. But right now, I'm just buffing off the tip, and I'm buffing some of that base gel that squeezed out. I did wipe this off with alcohol. I know I didn't show it, but I did wipe it off with alcohol just so it wouldn't clog up the sanding band. Well, I don't know if it can clog up a sanding band. I know it can clog up a bit, but I'm not sure about the sanding band. But anyway, I did do all of that, and I'm not really pressing too hard. I'm just roughing up the tip, like I said, and I'm trying to get a good transition because I know that you might be able to see it through the glitter, and I didn't want you to be able to see that. So yeah, I'm just trying to get a good transition. And now I'm just shaping up the size of the nail and the free edge. I just want a nice shape. Trying to do as much pre-work, I told you before, as I can. And it is okay if you take a long time for prep. You can work on speed later. I generally take maybe 30 minutes to do prep. I feel like that's a long time, but I just want it done right because I do not want any lifting. But right now what I'm doing is trying to press the C curve out of that nail. I should have sized up with that nail, and that would have took out that harsh C curve. I don't like C curve nails tips, but these, like I said, to me make a good square. They're not too much of a C curve, but I think I put in the wrong size. And that little segment of what I was just doing was to tell you that I really recommend these little white things that go on your drill. I bought mine from AliExpress. I have not had an issue with my drill yet. I know that some people say after a year theirs tear up, but I haven't had an issue. It's supposed to protect the barrel from dust getting in. It does not slide down all the way to the bit like mine is right now, but unfortunately this is a skinny bit, so it does slide down, so it's not doing much protecting right here, but it really does work, and I really do recommend them. If I find some, I'll try to link them down below because I ordered mine a long time ago. They probably are not even there. So what I just did a minute ago was I went in forward, and now I'm going in reverse. And sometimes I do go back and forth, but I don't show it just to make sure I'm getting all of the cuticle off of the nail. And again, I'm being very gentle. I'm going 5,000 RPM. Every time I pulled out the drill so far, I have going about a 5,000 RPM because I do not want to damage my nails even more than what I have already did by picking them. And so now I'm removing all the dust, and I'm going to take this brush and remove, with the swipe on it, remove as much dust as I can. Hopefully there's none left on the nail. And then I'm going to use Lizette's dehydrator because I have it. Technically Swipe is a dehydrator as well, so you don't need to use both, but like I said in my previous videos, I have the products. If I don't use them, they're just going to sit there and be a waste of money, so I have it. Then I'm going to take 2 coats of Young Nails Protein Bond. And I'm going to use Young Nails products today. I know I've been using Lizette's a lot, but I feel like going back to my regular Young Nails again. I don't know why, but I just felt like doing it. So I'm just going to take their base gel, and I'm doing a very thin layer. Like I said, my nails are damaged, so I already knew that to expect them to burn when I put on the application. I was not surprised if it was. And I'm going to use my lamp today as a stand a few times. I was just being lazy and didn't want to get up to go actually get my stand. And as you can see, I have that Melody Susie stand. I got the one that's supposed to be for 2 hands. I like it. It's starting to break on me. I need to replace it. I've had it for over a year, so I don't know the lifespan of a lamp, but I really do like it. It is kind of dirty because I use it so much, but I do like it. So right now you just see me doing a slip layer, and I got a bead, and I'm going to float it down just the center of the nail. I'm not going up to the cuticle, and then I will feather that product to the sides. So I didn't have enough product with that middle bead, so I'm gonna have to go back in on the opposite side, and I'm gonna have to do a bigger bead, get a bigger bead or a little bit more product and float it over there onto the other side. That's something that I feel like I'm working on, is like how much product to actually put on the nail. And I'm okay with it. I'm not good at guesstimating yet. It's something I have to work on. Like, I didn't have enough product to pull it to that side, so I had to grab like a little bit more, like I said. And it is okay to add products. It is okay to have blobby nails. Just try to make sure your cuticle area is very thin. Well, not thin, but you know, have enough product there. because if you do put too much product in your cuticle area, it will lift no matter if you have the perfect structure. Yeah, a little bit on the skin can make your nails lift. So I just did the same thing. I did a slip layer, and then I took a bigger bead and then I floated it to the cuticle area. And this product will be floated all the way to the end of the nail, so that will help the structure of the nail too. If you feel like your nails are too thick from just doing that, adding it to the side, you also have to add this bead too, and that builds up even more strength. And again, since they're short, I really don't need a huge apex. I personally like a huge apex. I don't know why. So I do give myself a little bit of a bigger one, but I do try to make sure they're not bulky. Like that's my one thing. I'm always talking about bulky nails. Everybody used to tell me my nails were bulky when I first started out. So that's what I'm always looking for, is to make sure they're not too bulky. But I think as long as you love your nails, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. So yeah, if I make them bulky, it's because they were beautiful, and that's why they need to be bulky. But anyway, I messed up my nails. I touched my shirt and I saw a little bit of lint on it, so I decided to wipe it off. But I had been flash curing. I had not fully cured it, so I ended up removing the product that was there. But I'm gonna show you a little bit how I fixed it. I didn't go into depth on the camera because my hand kept going out of frame. That's something I should have warned in the beginning. But yeah, my hand keeps going out of frame in this video, unfortunately. So I'm just sprinkling on this glitter on this nail. So I didn't like how that was spreading with that spoon, so I decided to use my cuticle pusher, and that's all I'm doing. And I'm picking up a little bit and I'm sprinkling it on. So what I don't show on camera is, like, I'm very picky about the way it sits on the nail. Just because I sprinkled it on there, that's not how it stayed. I used the back of the cuticle pusher, and I kind of pushed the medium glitters down toward the bottom, and I brought some of the finer pieces up. So I unfortunately didn't get, like I said, I kept going out of frame, so you did miss some of that stuff, but that's what I did to make it look more faded. And then I didn't get as much on the side as I wanted, so I decided to sprinkle some on the side. And now I just want to do a final layer of this base gel on top, just to make sure that it's fully sealed in there and it won't move when I'm trying to encapsulate. So right now you see me using Cover Pink, which I didn't show. I've been watching a lot of nails by Vic. I love her content. When she does her poly gel, she sometimes use her cover color on top of the gel, and I just been loving how that looked, and so I decided I wanted to try it. So what I did not plan for was, for when I put the cover color on, I thought you would be able to see the glitter more through it. So I felt like if I do this again, I definitely need to take the glitter higher up than where it is right now. And I'm not trying to build an apex or structure at that point right there. Like I said, I do like a bigger apex, but I knew I wasn't going to probably be able to capture it in that bead. So I'm going to build these up also in clear. And I encapsulated off camera. Again, I went out of frame so much in this video. Some stuff got cut. I apologize about that. But right now I'm showing you how I fixed this nail. Because it was just the cuticle bead, all I really did was get rid of the cuticle area, and then I just built it back up with some more Cover Pink, the same way I just built nails. So sorry I missed some of it, but I did have the filing in there, so I just wanted to include that. Right now when I start, I like to hit both sides of the nails, and then I like to hit the free edge. I like to do the shape first because that shows me how to file the nail. That tells me what side is lumpier, if there is like a divot somewhere. Like when I see the shape, it kind of just makes sense to me. I don't know about anybody else, but yeah, that's how I file my nails to get them to the smoothness. And as you can see, I'm touching the nail, making sure I feel no lumps. I prefer to hand file. I did try in this video to use the electric file after application, but it didn't feel right, so I ended up back with my hand file. So yeah, if it's just preference, I'd prefer to hand file. And I always hit it with this cuticle bit because I want my cuticles to be flush for when they grow out. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a big line of demarcation. I want it to look natural. And then I always hit my cuticle area with this round bit just to make sure I have no dry skin or dead skin left on the nail, which I've already cleaned it up. I'm just trying to make sure the cuticles look nicer, basically. So I'm gonna take this matte top coat and I'm putting it on these two nails, the ring finger and the middle finger. I told you in the beginning of the video, I wanted this beautiful matte look, but I did not like the glitter matte. It wasn't cute to me. I think if they were chunkier glitters, it probably would have turned out the way I was envisioning it in my head. But since it was like a medium and fine, it didn't. I do not recommend this Rosalind polish. It is so shadowy, patchy, see-through. Like, I even had put 3 coats on certain nails and it still looks shadowy. I'm at the point that I do really want to get rid of all of my Rosalind polishes. Like, there are some good ones, I'm not gonna lie, but some of them have not been performing the way I want them. But that's what I have, so I'm going to use what I have. And majority of them are Rosalind because they were super cheap on AliExpress. But I think I'm going to start replacing them a little bit. So I'm just, as you saw, I just created a line diagonally down the nail, and then I filled it in, and then I took some more color and I'm going to do one line above that. And I have no clue where this design came from. I just thought of it and I was like, oh, this will look so cute. And I think it is so pretty. I love it. So once I finish the nail, I like to do finish gloss because I'm moving so much and I have so much dust on the table. I just want to protect it immediately. And then I'm going to do the next nail, and I'm gonna speed through this because you already saw me. I'm just trying to, just in case you didn't see the steps, I'm just want to speed through it. And I suggest a brush for the edges of the nails, if you know what I'm talking about, because you can get into those so much easier than these bigger brushes. And this is like a perfect design for liner brushes because like they would make these lines so much easier. And then the pinky, I just wanted to make sure you know the rest of the nails are going toward the left. And when you get to the pinky, I made it go toward the right. And I kind of learned that trick from Robin Moses. It just creates to me, it just makes a beautiful look, basically. And I love it. It's just a tip. You don't have to. You can make them all go to the same side. But I just like the way that looked. So with these lines that I'm drawing right now, they absolutely have no plan. Like in some of these clips, you can literally see me thinking like, okay, oh, do I want to go here? Should I go here? Like I'm second guessing myself in the videos, and I am flash curing each line for 15 seconds. So when I go over the other color, it doesn't like merge together. This is such an easy design. I feel like any beginner could achieve this. This blue line, I did mess up. I don't know if anybody else can tell, but I'm gonna call myself out. I made it too thick, so what I'm doing now is trying to make it thicker. I've always said that in my line art, if you make something too thick, just make it thicker. If it's abstract, if it's like something that has to be thinner, please just go ahead and take that off and just redo it. But because this is abstract, you probably would not have even noticed had I not pointed out that I made that blue line too thick. And if you do this, you can add more colors, you can add less colors. Like this would be so cute in black and white. I think that's my original design for this was black and white, but I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I thought Easter colors would be cuter. Well, more spring colors would be cuter. And this is how they are turning out. I think they are so cute. I love these. I'm obsessed. And so I'm just going to finish them off with the top coat. And this is the ultimate finish top coat by Young Nails. I like it. It is thicker. I have some thinner top coats, but this is a thick one and I love the way it looks. The shine is just so beautiful. Now I'm just wiping off the top coat. I learned this technique from Laneige by Laneige. I never really paid attention to the fact that just because it's a gel, no white top coat, it doesn't have a layer still on it that needs to be wiped off. But I keep getting videos about that. So yeah, wipe off your top coat. It is a little layer on it that needs to be wiped off. And this is the outcome. I love it. I think it is so cute. The color is a little shadowy, and I did have to do 3 coats on some of them. So they kind of stick up a little bit, but it's fine. I think this is so cute and I love it. This is exactly what I envisioned and I am so happy with it. But I just want to say thank you guys for joining me. I want you to have an amazing day. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. New videos every Friday and an occasional Tuesday. Have a great day, guys. Bye.